This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Spencer Dinwiddie sends it away. And scores.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 2.
Uh-oh, you know you can't go out.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oh, I missed a short one there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
It's Indiana basketball.
I got him. Don't let him split. Don't let him split.
Has a chance. Shot by Bogdanovich. No good. He wants it at the rim and scores.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Nice finish at the rim.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Pacers with the possession. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Trying to cash in. Shot won't go.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
Pick up.
Miles Turner snatching it out of the air. And it's Green, 4-2. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oladipo into the front court. His team down 9. Nice pass to set things up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
The assist from number 53.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Oladipo into the front court. Right now, down 7.
Big pick right there.
Cut it, I got yours.
I'm hillside. I'm hillside.
Fires the three. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
Here we go.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. Missed his first. That one goes.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Oh!
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Jakob Poeltl sends it away. Pacers get it back. Not that time.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oladipo into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. He's denied. Lets it fly from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Gets to the basket and scores.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, goes through.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, stolen by the Warriors. That's it for the first quarter. The Warriors with the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team's...
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Indiana. Substitutions.
Pacers control.
Hey, clear out. I got this.
Nothing going here on that drive. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in, think you can get more at the rim.
I got ball. I got ball. I got him. I got him.
And counted at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And the basket good at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
I got ball. I got ball. That's me.
Ah, rocking the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
Defense.
Here's a chance from long range. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Double team. Here we go. Match up. Match up. Match up. Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Nothing going here on that drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His team on top by 8.
Double. Got him. Trap. Got him. Got him.
Nice pass to get things going.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Give me stairs. I'm coming. Give me stairs. Here we go. My ball.
Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Warriors have the basketball. Pacers come up with it. Rejected. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Warriors have it. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Warriors have the basketball. Finish. That.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Davis pins it. Runner's good there.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. That's it for the first half. The Warriors with a commanding lead.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Curry with the basketball. His guys leading by 14. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. For 3, had to rush that one, and it's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Has a look. Can't connect.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Missed the foul shot. Indiana with the basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Turns and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Victor Oladipo buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
No good. Another follow, stays out. Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. To the rim, lays it up and in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Steph Curry, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dunk.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you. Yep, I got him. I got him. Here we go. Here we go. We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him.
Has a chance. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Possession lies with Golden State.
Got him. Good try. Good try.
Easy pad to the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Steph lets loose. Steph Curry. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
It's Indiana basketball.
Here we go. Here we go.
Driving right to the basket. Fires the 3. Had to rush that one, and it's no good.
My ball. My ball. I like this double team right now.
Count the bucket for 2.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Availability is limited, so you visit our team website for more details.
My ball.
Trying to cash in. Shot no good there by Gallinari. It's Golden State basketball.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Shot me. Yep.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
I got it. Let's go.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. So the Pacers with the basketball to...
Hey, this all game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Golden State.
Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. Four 3. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Golden State at the controls. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The follow won't go either.
2 minutes remaining in the
Oh, he had it.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Short jumper misses.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Ah, you've got to get that one to go.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Pacers with the possession.
Got ball. Got some for him.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Count the triple.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
the wide open three. That's too easy.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Shot from the lane won't go. Warriors basketball. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one, another dunk, another easy possession. I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
That's no good. He was hacked. They let it go. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. A shot at the buzzer. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion.